The Couple Next Door, written by Peg Lynch and starring Peg Lynch and Ethel Bunce.
Man Chuck Forbes unloads freight cars. Big job. And this makes it tougher. He needs bromoquinine.
Bromoquinine.
Bromoquinine speeds relief all over your body. All the way relief for discomforts of a cold.
Bromoquinine.
Yes, bromoquinine speeds relief for cold miseries all over your body. Only bromoquinine has 7 fast-acting medicines to help fight stuffy nose and all those cold miseries. Get all the way relief with bromoquinine.
For Pete's sake, look, don't we have any decent string around here?
Any what?
String, cord, something to...
Look in the next drawer.
Next drawer. Oh, boy, a hammer, screwdriver.
Look in the back. Look in the back.
All right. My gosh, this all the string we got? Look at this mess. Bits and dabs, all of it with knots in it. And where's the glue?
What do you want it for?
Well, I want to fix the rung on that dining room chair.
Oh, well, I've glued them in broken china, but it doesn't work on wood. Well, I'm sorry, dear. I keep meaning to get some, but I never think of it when I'm shopping.
We should have some system around here. Seems to me one of us is always yelling, where's this or where's that? Now, we should have a special place where we keep such things, and we should make a point of buying them so we have them on hand.
Yes, well, don't bother me now, darling. I'm trying to figure out where to put this enormous coffee urn you got as a business gift for Christmas. I've changed things around a dozen times to make room in the cupboard for it. Why they ever gave you such a thing is beyond me.
Well, it's nice to have.
Nice to have it, sir. It's 55 people. Now, would you mind telling me when we have ever given a party for 55 people? I mean, it is just ridiculous. Now what, Aunt Effie?
I just thought. Isn't this Dorothy's birthday?
Oh, my gosh, is it?
Yes. Oh, honey, and you know how your sister is.
Oh, golly, yes. No, wait a minute. It's not today. It was yesterday, isn't it?
Oh, yes.
Yesterday.
Oh, look, the drugstore is still open. Get down there, get some perfume, have the store mail it out, and then buy one of those cards that says, oh, sorry, I forgot. And mail that tonight.
Now, what you should have is a list of everyone's birthday. Then you wouldn't be rushing at the last minute.
Yes, you're right. You are absolutely right, Aunt Effie. Organization. That's what we need around here. And as soon as I get back, we are going to have a family conference.
Del Monte, pineapple grapefruit juice drink. I like it 'cause it tastes good. It isn't too sweet and it doesn't make you pucker. Girls like it 'cause it's good for them. Oh, well, it takes all kinds.
Enjoy Del Monte pineapple grapefruit drink and the other Del Monte juice drinks. Every one so good.
What is it? What's the matter? Well, look, wait till I get my coat off.
Come here. I want to tell you something, Aunt Effie.
Why?
I got everything on the dining room table. Come on.
While you were gone, Aunt Effie and I got this brilliant idea.
Well, no, it was your idea.
Well, you helped develop it, Aunt Effie.
What is all this stuff?
The accumulation you see on the dining room table is the useless junk that we have been given over the years. Some of it very expensive, but quite useless.
Oh, what's your point?
The point is that why don't people give useful gifts anymore?
Yes, my goodness, why, when I was growing up, you wouldn't think of giving somebody something they couldn't use. Even last year, Martha gave me a really good egg beater, and I use it all the time.
Well, Aunt Effie, you gave me a meat thermometer a few years ago that honestly, I just couldn't do without it.
What in heaven's name is this?
A dish for nuts or candy. I never use it. Don't need it. Yes, it's a dish.
What's all this?
Assorted salt and pepper shakers.
Salt and pepper shakers. These lampposts?
Yes, you fill the lampposts and turn them upside down or something like this.
That is absolutely ridiculous. Who would put stuff like that on the dinner table?
Well, somebody gave them to us, dear. Here's a teapot shaped like a Chinese pagoda. Here's some very expensive English china. Little basket with china flowers. Lovely, but useless and very expensive.
Oh, my goodness. If you don't tell me your idea, I'm going to.
All right, okay. What is it? What is it?
Listen, next Christmas.
Next Christmas?
Yeah.
Look, this is February.
Well, this is something we have to think about and plan way in advance, don't we, Aunt Effie?
Yes, my goodness, I should say so.
It is marvelous, really.
Well, all right. Come on. Never mind all that. Don't keep me in suspense, will you? What is it?
Well, honestly, Aunt Effie and I are so excited because it really is just the most wonderful
And
idea.
inexpensive.
Yes. Oh, I almost forgot that. It is inexpensive, dear.
Huh?
You know how we always spend more money than we expect to at Christmas?
Oh, yes.
Well,
Go on, tell him.
next year, well, this year, next Christmas,
Look, I wish
mean,
you'd stop talking about next Christmas. I still haven't finished paying for this one. Now what? Go on. will you?
Darling, that is the wonderful part. We won't go through this again. We're going to give everybody the same thing. And you know what it is? A box of assorted, useful household items. You know, glue, paste, Scotch tape.
Ball of string, ball of heavy cord.
Yeah, maybe a big roll of heavy brown wrapping paper, you know, that everybody always needs and nobody ever has on hand.
Thumbtacks and different size safety pins.
Safety pins, you know how we're always looking for just the right size safety pins. Either they're too big or they're too small.
Oh, another thing I just thought of. Stamps. What about stamps?
Stamps.
That's something everybody's always looking
Yes,
for.
a big roll of stamps, a big roll. And not just a roll, but a stamp box that you keep. No, that's perfect, Aunt Effie. Yes.
Oh, my goodness. And what else did we think of? We had so many things that people are always running around the house looking for.
A tape measure.
Yes. I never know what I do with my tape measure.
Oh, yes, and a good scissors. I mean, a really good pair of scissors.
And a flashlight. People
Flashlight,
can
yeah.
never find the flashlight.
And we'll include some extra batteries for the flashlight because sometimes if you have the flashlight, the batteries are dead.
Oh,
you know?
and cards.
Yeah, cards. Not a lot, but a sort of assortment of the cards you need at the last minute, like you need a belated birthday card. Now, if we'd had one on hand, you wouldn't have had to rush down and buy one.
Well, we'll also have bon voyage cards and congratulations on the new baby.
And get well cards and maybe happy anniversary, you know, just a couple of each kind so they have them on hand. I mean, that's the whole point of this. There were some other things, Aunt Effie.
Where's the list? We started to make a list.
Oh, I think it's in the kitchen. Oh, and labels. That's another thing. For packages, you know, honey, and letters, these stickers that say first class and airmail and special delivery and parcel post. I mean, things like that are so useful and people so seldom have on hand, you know. Oh, did you find it? Did you find it?
we forgot postcards.
Oh, yes, we'll include a big batch of 3-cent postcards, a big batch, which you always wish you'd remember to buy and you never do. Is there anything else on there, Aunt Effie?
Well, it's as far as we got before he came home.
Oh, no. One thing, paper. Gift paper and ribbons. There, that, yeah. Things to match each occasion, dear, like happy birthday paper, bon voyage paper, bridal showers, baby showers with ribbons to match.
And those
Remember?
are the things that you always have to make a special trip downtown to buy.
And now the people we give it to will have it on hand. See? What do you think? Is it a marvelous idea? We make up this assortment ourselves and then just give everybody this special box of assorted, useful household items. What do you think?
Well, yeah, I guess maybe.
He guesses maybe. Really, dear, you are absolutely the worst person in the world to tell anything to.
I should say you are. You are just terrible.
No, look, all I meant was
I
that...
told her she should design this special box so there's a place for everything else. Then she should get the idea patented.
Oh, patented.
Yes.
To begin with, look.
Well, why not? Other people get things patented.
Maybe I could, dear.
Of course.
Well, people have made millions out of some simple little thing. Look at the hula hoop.
Yeah.
None of this is the least bit like the hula hoop.
Do you deny that in every house somebody is always running around saying, where's the stamp? Where's the glue? Why don't we have any heavy paper to wrap this package?
right.
Why, you yourself tonight hollering about not having any string.
And I think it is a really brilliant idea to give people really useful things. And frankly, I think it's awful of you to discourage her. Here she thought up something that's original and is going to save you money, and you act just like an old wet blanket.
Excuse me, may I have your list so far to study it a little bit, the list? Yes, thank you. Now, if you'll just excuse me for a few minutes.
Oh, don't pay any attention to him, Aunt Effie. Now, if he'd thought up the idea.
Oh, he'd have thought he was a genius.
Now, let's plan the design of the box. And we ought to call it something. Now, how about calling it Piper's Practical Package.
No. That doesn't sound very catchy, dear.
No.
Let's see if we can't think of something rather clever.
Yeah.
We'll return to the couple next door in just a moment. Once again, there'll be great music on CBS Radio this weekend. You can hear a complete operatic performance from the Metropolitan Opera House, a full-length concert by the New York Philharmonic from Carnegie Hall, and a program by the Cleveland Orchestra from Severance Hall. The Metropolitan will offer Wagner's colorful and well-loved opera Lohengrin. Among those appearing in the star-studded cast are Brian Sullivan, Lisa Della Casa, Margaret Harshaw, Walter Cassell, and Otto Edelman, with Thomas Shippers conducting. Leonard Bernstein returns to the podium of the New York Philharmonic this weekend. On his program is Joseph Haydn's Sinfonia Concertante for violin, cello, oboe, bassoon, and orchestra, with 4 of the Philharmonic's first-chair players as soloists. Samuel Barber's Cello Concerto, in which the featured artist will be the noted American cellist Leonard Rose, and the César Franck Symphony in D minor. Rounding out your weekend musical entertainment will be a concert by the Cleveland Orchestra, in which George Sell will conduct music by Ravel and Dvorak. Don't miss any of these wonderful performances on CBS Radio.
Then, of course, dear, if the idea catches on and you get into even bigger production...
Well, we'd either have to rent more space or build our own assembly plant,
No, you girls still daydreaming?
Come on out, have some coffee. We're just spending our 4th million.
Yeah, well, I think you're going to need it. Now, to start off, how many people at first do you plan to assemble these assorted boxes for?
Well, family, friends, about 20 people, I should say.
20 people. Mm-hmm. So, at approximately $28 a box, which does not include wrapping and mailing...
$28 a box?
That would be $560 all told.
$28 a box?
Darling, the smallest roll of stamps you can get is $4 alone. And do you know what a big roll of heavy brown wrapping paper costs? And did you add up all these smaller items?
You can get glue for 29 cents.
All right, okay. I put down 25. Well, even 25 here, 25 there, $3 here, $4 there. All right, add them up. Add them up. Here, go on, add them up.
Well, it was a good idea while it lasted, wasn't it?
Yes, dear. Not bad at all, as a matter of fact. But, as Mr. Dibble used to say, that's the way it goes.
Oh, dear. And just as I got through nominating myself as Executive Vice President in charge of production.
No oily aftertaste, no oily aftertaste. Now there's a margarine. Good luck for margarine. With no oily aftertaste.
Today's good luck is the light margarine. Light in flavor, light on your tongue. Just like the high-priced spread. Lever Brothers has world rights to the process that makes good luck different from other margarines. It's light. Guaranteed to leave no oily aftertaste or your money back.
No oily aftertaste. Good luck, good luck, good luck, good luck.
The Couple Next Door is written by Peg Lynch and stars Peg Lynch and Ethel and Bunce with Margaret Hamilton and is produced by Walter Hart.